Hello students, today we are going to start the new unit, that is rational number, right? In rational number, we have to understand what is meant by rational number. In rational number, which type of numbers are including, right? So first we are trying to understand our basic knowledge, that is types of numbers, right? In types of numbers, there is a first category that you are able to see, that natural number. What is mean by natural number? So natural number are those numbers which are counting numbers, right? Starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, are all counting numbers, right? And these are counting numbers, and they are naturally we are getting, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, naturally we know that. So it is natural number. Now what about the next type? The next type is whole number. In whole there is already O in that O represent when you include 0 in the natural number, then you make the whole number group 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the special thing? 0 is included here, right? So whenever you are getting confused in natural and whole, so try to understand that in whole there is a O in that O representing the 0, and when 0 included in the natural number, the group form is known as whole number. Now what is mean by integers, right? So now integer is a combination of three types, right? First one is the natural number, right? So all positive natural numbers, comma, after that 0 and all negative of natural number are the combination form is known as integers. Let's take the example of that. If I'm talking about the positive, so I will take plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and so on, and then 0 here, right? And what about the negative numbers? So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. So all this group is known as integers, right? So integer is a group of negative and positive numbers including 0, right? Now the next topic is what is fraction. So fraction, you know that where there is a numerator and denominator is a fraction. But which type of number in this numerator and denominator? So they are natural numbers, right? So in that you can take so many examples: 2 by 3, 3 by 8, right? So on. So just we have to keep in mind what are the types of number: natural, whole, integers, and fraction. After that we will come on the category that is the rational number. Now this is very broad to understand what is meant by rational, because this is the name of our topic, so we have to understand it very deeply. Rational number is the number which have the form p by q. P by q means you can take a by b or whatever, right? But in that a by b, your denominator, that is b not equal to 0, right? B not equal to 0 are called rational numbers. And what about this a and b? A and b here are integers. So that makes rational number different from fraction. So either you will able to see in numerator and denominator positive, negative, or 0, but you should not see the 0 at the denominator when you are talking about the rational number. When it is 0, if you are writing like that 1 by 0, then it is not rational number, right? So it is very clear, rational number is that number which is having p by q form, and where p and q, a and b are integers in which b is not equal to 0, right? So if I have taken the example 1 by 0 is not a rational number because 0 is at the denominator. So there are so many Examples you can take minus 2 by 3, minus 4 by 8, 3 by minus 7, right? So all are rational numbers. Now there are some important points regarding the rational number. That important points we will discuss now. In that, first point is 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number. What it means? It means that 0, if it is written 0, for example, then 0 is a rational number. How? Because for 0 we can represent it in the form of a by b, right? 0 by 1, hence it is a rational number. In second important point, every natural number is a rational number. Every natural number is rational. Yes, why not? Because if you are taking every natural number like 1, 2, 3, so each of them you can write like 1 by 1, 2 by 1, 3 by 1. Each you can be able to represent them in the form of a by b. A by b means in the form of integers, right? They are numerator and denominator are integers, and when numerator and denominator are integers, then it is a rational number, right? Now third point, every integer is a rational number, right? That is also every integer is a rational number. Yes, because in integer there are positive and negative, so you can represent each of them. Suppose I am taking minus 1, so I can represent is minus 1 by 1, minus 2, so minus 2 by 3, right? So negative and positive, like we have discussed every natural number, so positive is also a rational number. Positive numbers means natural numbers are rational number, negative numbers are rational number, so it means that we can directly say every integer is a rational number. Now next point, that is point number 4, every fraction is a rational number. Every fraction is rational number. How? Because we have seen the definition of fraction number. Fraction have natural numbers in the numerator and denominator. So if you are taking 2 by 3, so they are natural, but you know that natural numbers are also integers. They are positive integers, so it is also a rational number, right? Now in next point, there are two broad categories we have find out for rational number. So rational number is divided into two main categories, that is positive rational number and negative rational number, right? So in positive and negative rational number, what it means, in positive rational number means there are numbers in which both numerator and denominator are positive, or you can say both numerator and denominator are negative. You know that when there are two negative signs in numerator and denominator, then that both negative sign will get cut and it becomes positive rational numbers. So you have to keep in mind that the positive rational number is not only having the positive signs but also with negative signs also. Then what about the negative rational number? So in negative rational number, either you can take minus 1 by 2, 2 by minus 3, right? These are all types of such numbers comes under the category of negative rational number. The only thing in negative rational number, one of them would be the negative. One of them means out of numerator and denominator, one should be negative, right? So in that case, we can say that it comes under the category of negative rational number. Yes. Now we have discussed about the rational number, two categories, positive and negative, right? So in that we have seen that if positive and negative numerators are there, then also it is a comes under the category of positive rational number. Means both numerator and denominator are negative, then it is also a positive rational number. And if in negative rational number one of them is negative, then it is a negative rational number. Now we are seeing the important properties of rational numbers. Means what are the specialty of rational numbers. So rational numbers first important property is if you are multiplying a rational number by a non-zero integer, right, same non-zero integers to the numerator and denominator, then it remains unchanged. It remains unchanged means if you are taking the example of that, if I am taking 2 by 3 is a minus 2 by minus 3, if I am taking this rational number, if I am multiplying it by any non-zero integers, right, suppose I am taking minus 3 and this is minus 3, so I am multiplying by minus 3, so the rational number we get minus 6 and 9, so it is also a rational number we get, right? So our result of property and example is same because we are getting the rational number after multiplying to the rational number by a non-zero negative integers, right? So it is a first property. In second property, similarly, if you are dividing by a numerator and denominator of a rational number by a same non-zero integer, then it is also a rational number. Suppose 8 by 32, so I am dividing it by 8, so what I get, 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 30, so 32. So 1 by 4 is also a rational number. In both the cases we are getting the rational number if you are multiplying it or dividing it by a same non-zero integer, right? And when you are doing these two properties, so third thing that is important to note is that you get the equivalent rational number. What is meant by equivalent rational number? If you are multiplying a rational number by same same integer to the numerator and denominator, then you will get the rational number obtained is a equivalent rational number. Means in both the cases that rational number we got are equivalent to, this is 1 by 4 is equivalent to 8 by 32 and 6 by minus 6 by 9 is equivalent to 2 by 3. So we have understood the two properties and one important note of equivalent rational number. Now I have taken two examples. In that example I want to convey one important result also. If I have given 3 by minus 8 is a rational number, then I want minus 3 by 8, means I want the denominator of equivalent fraction will be positive after multiplying 3 by minus 8. So by which number I will multiply, by which integer I will multiply numerator and denominator? Yes, that is the important result. When you want the negative denominator to be positive, then you have to multiply the negative denominator by negative integer. Means suppose I am multiplying by minus 1 to the numerator and denominator, so negative denominator will get changed to positive denominator, right? So in the same case, vice versa, if I want negative denominator, suppose I am writing here 3 by minus 8, so suppose I want negative denominator from the positive denominator, so I want to multiply it by minus 1 also. It is very simple, but sometimes we forgot by which number we will multiply and we will think too much about that. So no need to think about, only see the denominator. If the required denominator is negative and the given denominator is positive, then multiply by negative. If the given denominator is negative and required positive, then also multiply by minus, right? Yes, let's see the next point. Next point is the standard form of rational number. What is mean by standard form of rational number? If a rational number have no common divisor other than 1, then we can say that rational number would be standard form of rational number. What it means, common divisor other than 1? Suppose I am taking this example, 21 by 35 is a given rational number, and if I am trying to make it equivalent by dividing same non-zero integer, suppose I am dividing 21 and 35 by same non-zero divisor, that is 7. So I got 7 3s are 21 and 7 5s are 35. So 3 by 5 is a rational number I got after dividing, right? And 3 by 5 don't have any common divisor other than 1, means only 1 can divide 3 by 5 but not any other number. So in that case we can say that this is the 3 by 5 is a standard form of a rational number, right? So it is very simple and basic. When you are getting a simplified form of any given rational number, then we can say that that rational number is a standard form, is in rational. After that, property number 3, if A and B equal to C and D, then what we can do? Then we can multiply A into D and B into C, and both the product are same. Let's see, minus 15 by 8 and 5 by 6 are both equal. Suppose I am taking them equal. So 15 6s are 90, 18 5s are 90, minus minus, right? Again plus. In both the cases, both the product are same. So we can say that minus 15 by 18 is equal to 5 by minus 6. That is true. This property is very important when out of 4 variable A by B and C by D, A, B, C, D, one of the is the unknown. So then we can find by using this property. So student, now we are understanding all the basic information regarding this rational number. So now we have to switch on the exercise 4A, right? The homework questions are question number 1, question number 2, right? These 2 questions you have to solve. In first question they have just give the example of 5 positive and negative rational numbers. Is there any rational number which is neither positive nor negative, right? Name that. And which of the following are rational numbers, right? So you know that the rational number is what? Rational number is that whose denominator is not equal to 0. So I will upload all the images that you have to copy in your notebook, right? And after that you will able to solve this question number 1 and 2. Thank you.